Welcome back, trainers. So we have a very exciting video here. We're going to be using Metagross in snowy weather with its Community Day move, going up against raid bosses that are weak against steel. First one being Onix. Now, I went in here with the intent of just attacking straight through without dodging to see how fast I can take out this boss with the weather boost on Metagross. Come to find out, it was able to survive the whole duration. I got down to its, quarter of its health left, and I was thinking to myself, are you kidding me? I haven't dodged once, and this thing is still alive, and the Onix is almost defeated. So I tried to dodge a few moves at the end, but I really didn't have to, and I was able to beat this Onix raid tier 3 with only one Metagross with snowy weather. Now, I know there's something a lot of you have been asking to see, and that is going to be a Tyranitar raid in snowy weather using a full team of Metagross with 2 people to see how quickly we can take it out. All right, so we're going to be looking at that at the very end. After this, we're going to be going up against an Aerodactyl raid. I tried several times to do it with just one Metagross. I was there for quite some time because of the shadow hits on its Hyper Beam, so I just decided to go with it. You're going to see how well I perform with just one. The Aerodactyl did have Bite and Hyper Beam. If it did have another quick move, I think I would have been able to do it. That Bite is super effective, right? The Hyper Beam, not very effective. And then it's decent because it's only a 1 charge bar move and you're able to just dodge it once in a while. No big deal. So we're going to take a look at that. And like I said, the Tyranitar towards the end. So quite exciting. Good stuff. I was really happy to do these. I got very frustrated at the Aerodactyl raid for sure because it's consuming my time with the shadow hits as opposed to me going in there and finishing it basically my first or second try. Instead, I'm staying there for 30 or 20 minutes, right? Anyways, and also in other news, people collecting their Sinnoh Stone for their 7th-day breakthrough in their box have reported actually not getting them. So look out for that. You may want to hold off on collecting your 7th-day breakthrough box until possibly this has been reported by Niantic. Maybe this is intentional and they took it out on purpose to make it so it's a little bit harder to get and it's not guaranteed for your breakthrough. And or my other suggestion or guess is that they're going to start implementing the Sinnoh Stones in other ways, possibly like 7-day breakthrough and or Pokestops randomly, kind of like the evolution items that we currently had before the Sinnoh Stone even arrived to Pokemon Go. All right, so I was able to beat this Onix with just one Metagross at 51 seconds. That is absolutely amazing. Obviously in snowy weather, before it took almost 3 to 4 to 5, depending on how much you're dodging and the attack and the moveset the Onix has, grass-type Pokemon to defeat this, and water types. So that is just crazy, Metagross. And we went over that yesterday. It is going to be your 3rd or 4th highest just total damage output for neutral damage in Pokemon Go. First you have Rayquaza, then Mewtwo, and then Deoxys would come in 3rd on my team technically. I didn't throw it in there because not a lot of people can just power up a Deoxys. And not only that, even if they resource consuming for what it's going to bring to the table for your team and yourself. Anyways, trainers, let's go ahead and check out this Aerodactyl raid. This is the one that made me frustrated. This one right here, it was so close to doing it with just one, and I just decided, all right, forget it. I'm just going to go. I'm done. So let's go hit that Tyranitar after this. And there has been no other tweets by Niantic, so we'll just have to wait and see what they have in store for us very soon. Also, in 2 days, November 30th, we have the next Community Day happening featuring all Pokemon from 2018. So the best way you can prepare for this is collect those Ultra Balls, I suppose, Golden Raspberries maybe if you need those as well, and stock up on the most valuable Pokemon. I say you're going to want some Charmander candies, Larvitar candies, Bulbasaur candies for sure, Dratini candies, and highly and mostly of all, Beldum candies for that Metagross Meteor Mash because, well, personally, I think it's going to be the best one out of all of these. So there you have it. Should be excellent. Alrighty, so let's take a look at all the Community Day Pokemon and their moves. Now, Dragonite is going to be a decent one. In its current form with Outrage, it is going to be outperforming Draco Meteor here at 150 damage. But that's okay. If you don't have a lot of resources or charge TMs and you need a good offensive dragon Pokemon, this is going to be something you definitely want to go to because, well, you don't have to waste TMs. It's just going to immediately get Draco Meteor. And if you say have a few charge TMs, you'll be able to Dragon Tail it, and then you'll have a double dragon Pokemon Simple as that. And if you catch a high CP one, well, there you go. You don't really have to power it up too much. Maybe do a couple trades, receive a lucky, and bingo bango, you have yourself a decent offensive dragon Pokemon. Obviously, there's better options. Like I said, Dragonite with Outrage, and of course Rayquaza with Outrage. But hey, not everybody can grind hard and receive the best of the best. So that is a good option for you there. Next, we have Venusaur with Frenzy Plant. It's going to be a great Pokemon to use. Highly defensive. Sceptile is going to be outperforming it, as we've seen these starter Pokemon receiving the same Community Day moves. Very bland and boring, but that's the way they choose to do it, so be it. You have Frenzy Plant, very good. Like I said, Sceptile is going to outperform it, but this is a very solid option currently for grass offensive Pokemon. And then we have Ampharos here with Volt Switch and Dragon Pulse. So Dragon Pulse is going to be the Community Day move. And if you're wondering what is up with this Pokemon, it is an electric type. Why a dragon move? Well, it Mega Evolves in the future into an electric and dragon type Pokemon. And when Pokemon Mega Evolve, they more than likely keep the move they have. So there you go. It's going to be getting stab on that Volt Switch as well as Dragon Pulse. And if we can drop Mega Evolutions in the battle, or however the heck that's going to work, that's not going to be a bad option to put in there for sure. So just food for thought. It's not going to be something crazy you're going to want to power up currently right now. Maybe get ready for Mega Ampharos, but still a fun option and something that's going to be out there for you to catch and evolve. And then we have Blastburn Charizard, currently the best offensive fire Pokemon, non-legendary that is. I only made one, well, at least one shiny. I made a couple others that are non-shiny that had good IVs. I just didn't want to waste all the resources. So this is a fun one to go for sure, because look at that shiny. It's black, quite amazing and unique, and really like that one. So Blastburn Charizard, not bad. Don't spend too much on it, but have fun with it. And then we have the Larvitar going into Tyranitar. Let me go up here because I did a trade with it. There you go, Smackdown. This is going to be different from the rest because now we're going to have a quick move Community Day, and that's going to be Smackdown. All right, so I haven't been hard recommending this because we are possibly going to see better offensive rock Pokemon in the future, and I didn't want to direct all these people to power up something that is going to be lesser in the future. But keep in mind, this still is going to be a good option to power up. The only thing that's holding Tyranitar back from complete greatness is it's being weak 4 times to fighting. And when you drop it in a gym, when people put them in gyms, I laugh so hard. I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm just saying it's just because it's such a weak Pokemon. I can go in there with Machamps and it'll completely max out Tyranitar will be done for in a few seconds. All right, or basically any fighting type for that matter. So just keep that in mind. Don't drop them in gyms if you want to. I mean, it's your game. Go for it. All right, so next up we have Meganium with Frenzy Plant. Don't worry about it. Don't need it. Yeah, if you need the shiny with that special move just to have it in your collection, go for it. But don't power it up. Don't waste your time chasing those during this Community Day for sure. Now, number 1 priority, I personally think, is going to be Beldum, and it's going to be Meteor Mash Metagross. All right, it's just going to be so good, as you can see. Look how well it's performing. This thing is amazing. It's literally number 4, number 3 for total damage output for just neutral damage. So just let that sink in. What a beast. It's kind of broken. Basically a legendary. So very happy with that. Chase those Beldums down. Chase them for sure. All right. And then you have Typhlosion with Blastburn. Typhlosion and Charizard are going to be holding the same exact stats. So keep that in mind. So they're going to be doing the same kind of damage. The only thing is Charizard's going to be outperforming it because it does have Fire Spin, and Typhlosion does have, let's see if I can find it here. Of course, there's not one next to me. Ember, so a little bit less damage, but it's also losing the flying type, so it could possibly give it the edge in battle. Maybe when you drop it in a gym, it's not going to be making it 4 times weak to rock. So there's Blastburn and Typhlosion. Pretty cool. I like the way it looks, and that is what we have, folks. And then, of course, this is not a Community Day Pokemon. This is my Magnemite that I caught. Thank goodness. I'm going to be evolving this into Magnezone whenever that is released into Pokemon Go. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, what about Eevee? That has a Community Day as well with Last Resort. Yes, it does. We have Last Resort Eevee. Very neat. The shiny is cool because it can evolve into multiple different ones, including Eevee evolutions that have yet to be released into Pokemon Go. So it would be a great idea to hold on to some good IV shiny Eevees. Now, what about the evolutions and the Last Resort? Which ones do you want? Do you even want those in your box? Well, Why not? I mean, they're not going to be horrible, but more than likely, their stab moves are going to be performing a lot better. It's going to be nice to have them just as a collection, so just make sure you keep that in mind. Probably should start that up. I've gotten rid of quite a few of them. I think this is my best one that doesn't have it. Then we have Last Resort, Discharge, Last Resort. Yeah, so you do what you got to do. I have several over here, but more than likely you don't really need to worry about these, okay? Just worry about getting the shiny variants and then hold on to those for another time, because Last Resort isn't something that's dire. You don't need it on these, okay? The only one that I'm going to say that it performs the best on is going to be Espeon. So let me find that really quick. With Confusion and obviously Last Resort, right? It holds up quite well in the gym. Now, it does have a 2 charge bar move, Psychic move, which it will be receiving Stab, Signal Beam. So, I mean, now it does have a 2 charge bar Psychic move, so that'll probably be a little bit better. I just evolved this. It's a unique move, so I kept it. So there you have the Eevee evolutions, and I just want to say thank you for watching, trainers. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.